Hello, hi viewers, welcome back to my channel Mad Hearty. This is your
Madhusudan Reddy Kunreddy.
So today we are going to discuss about types of pollination and what are the advantages of self pollination and what are the advantages of cross pollination and what are the controversies for self pollination and controversies for cross pollination, and also I'll explain you the self pollination and cross pollination by practically by taking bitter gourd as a example. So before going to do live practical, so let us have a glance about what is meant by self pollination and what is meant by cross pollination. So all of you know that self pollination means transfer of pollen from anther to stigma of the same flower if it is a bisexual flower, or transfer of pollen from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower of the same plant, so is called self pollination. So next, what is meant by cross pollination?
Pollination.
Means all of you know that the transfer of pollen from anther of one flower to
Stigma of the another flower
different
of different
plant
plant.
is called cross pollination. So next we will talk about
Contrivances for
cross pollination. Contrivances means, so the mechanism
which will
favors the cross pollination in different plants. So first one is diclony or unisexuality. Means unisexuality, it includes both monoecious and dioecious. So monoecious means both male and female flowers present on the same plant is called monoecious, and dioecious means so male and female flowers both are different. So next, one more mechanism is dichogamy. So dichogamy is of two types. One is protandry, second one is protogamy. So protandry means androecium which is matures earlier than the gynoecium is called protandry, and protogyny means gynoecium which matures earlier than the androecium, it is called protogyny. And one more mechanism is heterostyly. So heterostyly means
styles
are in different lengths, so which is also favors the cross pollination. So along with the self incompatibility and male sterility also favors the cross pollination. So self incompatibility means inability of a pollen to fertilize the stigma of the same flower is called self incompatibility. So here we can see, here in self incompatibility pollen is fertile, but the thing here it is, it cannot able to fertilize the stigma of the same flower. At the same time, it is having the capacity to fertilize the stigma of the another flower. So and
one
one
more
more
mechanism.
is male sterility. So male sterility means here the pollen itself is sterile. So these all are the mechanisms which will favor the cross pollination in various plants. And next we will talk about contrivances for self pollination. So autogamy, self pollination is also called as autogamy. So the mechanisms which will favors the self pollination is chasmogamy, so cleistogamy. Chasmogamy means the pollination which will takes place in opened flower is called chasmogamy. So the pollination will takes place in unopened flowers is called cleistogamy.
Next one
Is
is
on the basis of what we can classify the different plants into this particular plant is self pollinated plant and this particular plant is a cross pollinated crop. So right now here we are saying this is the bitter gourd plant. So bitter gourd is a cross pollinated crop. So on the basis of what we are classified, or we have chosen that bitter gourd is cross pollinated plant. So on the basis of extent of cross pollination percentage,
we can
classify the plants into various categories. Like we take tomato as an example. So tomato is a self-pollinated crop. So the extent of cross pollination percentage in tomato is 0 to 5 percentage. So if any plant, not only tomato, if the extent of cross pollination percentage is 0 to 5%, then that particular plant is falls into the category of self pollination. If the extent of cross pollination percentage is 5 to 12%, then that particular plant is falls under the category of often cross pollination. So for often cross pollinated plants, so I will give you the examples. So okra. So being a vegetable science student, so I am
giving vegetables as a
Vegetables as an example, so okra is a often cross-pollinated plant, and brinjal and chili and capsicum, these all are often cross-pollinated plants. And if the cross-pollination extent of cross-pollination percentage is more than 12%, then that particular type of plants falls into the category of cross-pollination.
so here we can see
Bitter gourd.
bitter gourd.
Or not only bitter gourd, all most of the cucurbits and most of the cole crops are belong to category of cross pollination, because so in this above 70% of cross pollination will takes place. Now
I'll show you
the what is meant by self pollination and what is meant by cross pollination. So practically, so this is a bitter gourd plant. So all of you know that bitter gourd is a monoecious plant. So monoecious means, so we will get the both male and female flowers on the same plant, but in rare cases, so we will also get bisexual flowers in bitter gourd. So means bitter gourd is also having trimonoecious sex form, right? So we can see here, this is the
male flower
and this is the female flower, right? So the difference here it is, so both are having a
yellow colored petal.
but the difference here it is having ovary. So we can see here, so this is the ovary. So in case of male flowers, so we cannot see the ovary, and we can observe the stigma which is in green color. So we can observe the bright yellow colored pollen in case of male. So this is the bright yellow color pollen of male flower, right? So if we will transfer the pollen of the one flower to stigma of the another flower of same plant, so is called self pollination. So now I am
Transferring the pollen
to stigma of the another flower of same plant. So I am placing the pollen on stigma of the female flower. So we can see here, so green color stigma become yellow colored. So here self pollination is over. So this is called self pollination, right? And coming to
cross pollination.
so cross pollination means, so transfer of pollen from anther of one flower to stigma of the another flower of different plant. So this is the male flower of one plant, and if this particular pollen is transferred into the female flower of another plant, so we can see here, this is the another plant. If this particular pollen is transferred onto the stigma of another flower of another plant, right? So this is
Cross pollination.
So I hope that all of you understand what is meant by self pollination and what is meant by cross pollination. And the main advantage of cross pollination is, so in cross pollination we will get the healthy, good and healthy offsprings. But in case of self pollination, so inbreeding depression will happen, and but the main advantage of self pollination is the purity of the race will be
Maintained.
Yeah, this is all about self pollination and cross pollination. So if you have any doubts, so you can share your questions in the comment section. And if you like my video, do like, do share, and don't forget to subscribe Mad Hearty and hit the bell icon to get latest videos regarding various aspects of agriculture and horticulture. In the next video, I'll come up with the one more important topic. Until then, take care. Bye bye.